Nolan Bushnell, Finding the Next Steve Jobs, How to Find, Hire, Keep and Nurture Creative Talent. Discover the secrets to finding, hiring, and nurturing creative talent in the workplace through Nolan Bushnell's book, Finding the Next Steve Jobs. Uncover the importance of fostering a dynamic and stimulating work environment and learn how flexibility, fun, and open-mindedness are crucial for attracting and retaining high-caliber talent. The book summary also explores inventive strategies for searching and identifying potential employees, the benefits of unconventional hiring practices, and the influential role of managers in nurturing creativity. Packed with real-life examples and ingenious solutions, this insight offers invaluable recommendations for creating a thriving ecosystem of innovation at your company.
Foster creativity in workspaces. A captivating work environment plays a crucial role in nurturing creativity. To foster a creative atmosphere, companies can introduce exciting secrets exclusive to employees, as Apple does with their product development. Moreover, embracing flexibility in rules can make employees feel more comfortable and motivated to innovate, just like Atari adjusting policies for Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Furthermore, when advertising job vacancies, highlighting the most appealing aspects of the position can attract top talent. Lastly, adopting bold strategies to poach employees from competitors can add a creative spark to the workforce, as demonstrated by Red 5 Studios' unique approach to recruitment. Unearthing creative talent. It is possible to discover creative and passionate individuals in unexpected places, much like the remarkable waitress hired by the author to lead marketing initiatives. To find such talents, explore creative communities where like-minded individuals converge, drawing inspiration and forming connections. Events like the annual Hackers Conference serve as ideal melting pots to discover new ideas and potential employees. Harness the power of social media, such as Twitter, to identify passionate individuals with the specific skills you require. Always remember that your current and former employees are invaluable resources for referrals, as they are likely to be connected with other creative talent in their personal and professional networks. Embrace unconventional talent. Don't be mistaken by focusing solely on pleasant employees, as sometimes the most challenging individuals can bring remarkable results. Individuals like Steve Jobs, who may have been difficult to work with, were still able to leave lasting impacts. Embrace the unconventional and look for diversity in creative skills, as those who don't fit the traditional mold may turn out to be the best contributors. Always keep an open mind, and don't be afraid to hire candidates with non-traditional backgrounds or ideas. For example, Sarah Blakely's invention of Spanx was initially scoffed at, but now she's a billionaire. Look beyond superficial diversity based on appearance or race, and focus on diversity of thought. Try hiring high school dropouts for a month, forcing HR to consider different qualities that make candidates exceptional. This type of creative workforce will bring more innovative ideas and contribute to your company's success. Unearthing creative potential. Formal education doesn't always predict a candidate's ability to think innovatively. Instead, focus on assessing their passions, hobbies, and reading interests. During interviews, pose unconventional questions to gauge their thought process, and dig deep into their past experiences to truly understand their individual contributions to previous projects. Don't assume that high school or university education defines an individual's creative potential. Various studies show that graduates often forget most of their learning within 2 years. To genuinely evaluate someone's capabilities, explore their passions and hobbies, especially those that demand complexity and dedication. For instance, Atari's joystick inventor was hired due to his enthusiasm for model trains. Creative individuals are typically avid readers, so inquire about their favorite books during interviews. The simple act of reading reveals more than the nature of the books they engage with. Asking unexpected and intricate questions allows you to gain insight into the candidate's thought process and how they tackle unusual problems. It's important to delve beneath the surface answers provided. When discussing past successes and using "we," ensure that you understand the interviewee's specific role and contributions to the project. Were they a guiding force or just a cog in the wheel? By digging deeper, you gain a clearer picture of their potential for your organization. Creative spaces through pranks and parties. Steve Wozniak's younger days were filled with playful pranks that taught him the importance of lightening up the atmosphere and making people feel at ease, which is vital for creativity. Injecting this spirit into workplaces by holding parties can be instrumental in fostering innovation, as they allow everyone to freely exchange ideas and release tensions. Providing spontaneous days off with minimal notice can keep employees excited and refreshed, making them more open to taking risks. Encouraging fairness within the company and giving credit where it's due further stimulates employees to actively contribute to projects, knowing their hard work will be acknowledged and appreciated. In his youth, Steve Wozniak discovered the charm of pranks, which not only amused but also taught valuable lessons in creating a fun and relaxed atmosphere essential for innovation to thrive. Simple yet memorable pranks have the power to make people feel more at ease, allowing them to take risks and think creatively without feeling overly self-conscious. A great way to foster this kind of environment is by hosting parties, where ideas flow freely from all corners of an organization. These gatherings can bring out the most extraordinary ideas from the most unexpected places. At a party thrown at Atari, for example, employees conceived the idea of Indy 8, the 8-person racing simulator, which was later rumored to be making $1 million per year. Apart from facilitating idea exchange, parties also offer an excellent platform to relieve tensions in the workplace. For employees to be truly creative, they need to be relaxed and unburdened by stress. Spontaneous days off announced shortly before they happen can provide delightful surprises that keep the workforce excited and invigorated. Lastly, promoting fairness is a key component of a healthy creative environment. Giving credit where it's due instills a sense of validation that motivates people to continue contributing to projects. When employees are assured that their efforts will be recognized, they are more likely to participate in the spirit of innovation that drives a company forward. Fostering creativity in management. Effective management requires treating employees as adults and clearing the path for their creativity. By providing ample notice for upcoming projects, employees can subconsciously plan and devise innovative ideas. For instance, sharing information with the team well in advance will allow them to research and strategize. Managers should actively contribute to the creative process rather than just rejecting ideas. Encourage a collaborative environment where ideas are constantly improved, and any objections should be presented thoughtfully and constructively. This approach fosters a creative workspace and boosts employee morale. Avoiding micromanagement and nurturing employees' creativity is crucial for a thriving work environment. Managers should respect their employees as autonomous individuals, providing guidance and removing obstacles to their creative process. One powerful strategy for nurturing creativity is to notify employees of upcoming projects well in advance. This allows individuals to subconsciously generate innovative solutions, preparing them for the task ahead. For example, communicating future plans for market expansion allows team members to research market standards and develop suitable strategies. Managers themselves must play an active role in creativity by collaborating with employees rather than solely shooting down ideas. Implement policies that encourage constructive feedback and continuous idea evolution. In cases of disagreement, promote reflection and thoughtful objection to maintain a positive and creative atmosphere overall. Embracing risks and failures. Taking risks is a crucial component of success, but often fear of failure holds people back. Innovation and growth are driven by risk-taking, making it essential for companies to cultivate a culture that celebrates and learns from failures. By spreading risks across smaller ventures and limiting the expenditure on new projects, companies can continue to push boundaries without jeopardizing their entire business. Have you ever shied away from a risk due to fear? This fear is prevalent in the workplace, but the reality is that risk-taking is essential for a company to succeed, or even survive. A culture of calculated risk-taking can be developed without putting the company at stake, as long as it is executed intelligently. Success often goes hand in hand with risk. For instance, James Dyson, the founder of Dyson, took a monumental risk by accumulating $4 million in debt while developing his innovative vacuum cleaner. His gamble paid off, as his company is now valued at $2 billion. Creating an environment where failures are not only accepted but celebrated is crucial. The author himself founded Chuck E. Cheese, where regional managers received a Tin Turkey Award for the largest blunder of the previous quarter. Learning to laugh at failure can help ease the pain and fear associated with it. Failures can serve as valuable learning opportunities. Apple's first computer, Lisa, was a flop. However, Apple used the lessons learned from that failure and moved on to create the successful Mac computer. To minimize risk without sacrificing innovation, companies should focus on taking multiple small risks instead of a few major ones. Evaluating potential losses can help guide decision-making. The author, Bushnell, learned this lesson after losing almost everything on a failed robot project in 1984. Since then, he's never risked more than 10% of his budget on new ideas, ensuring that catastrophic failure doesn't occur. Learn from failures, and use the experience to refine and improve future endeavors. Boosting creativity with change. Rekindling your creativity might require a simple adjustment in your daily routine or surroundings. Experimenting with novel experiences can spark unique ideas and lead to innovation. When launching a new product, don't shy away from initially targeting upscale consumers, as this can later pave the way for affordability to the general public. Unleashing your creative potential might be just a change away. When ideas seem scarce or your imagination feels drained, doing something different in your everyday life can awaken your mental faculties. Embrace change, as it may be the catalyst for new inspirations. Even renowned artist Frank Zappa went through a creativity drought. To overcome it, he forced himself to wake up an hour earlier each day. After 12 days, he reported his imagination's rebirth, thanks to this simple shift in his daily routine. Besides altering your schedule, a physical change in your surroundings can make a world of difference. While sailing in the Pacific, Bushnell experienced an epiphany that led him to create the first automotive navigation system. Embrace new environments to feed your creative muse. Actively seeking new experiences can also revive your innovative spirit. Consider making a list of adventurous or unconventional activities, rolling a dice to determine your next undertaking. Bushnell did precisely that, and as a result, he wrote a book. When crafting ideas for new products, refrain from worrying about affordability initially. Instead, cater to upscale consumers who can afford the initial high prices. Once your product gains traction, you can lower costs to appeal to a broader market. This pricing strategy has historical precedence. The bicycle, invented in Paris in the 1860s, was first a luxury item for nobles before becoming a widespread and affordable mode of transportation. Don't hesitate to change, it might be the key to unlocking a world of creative possibilities.
To sum up, Finding the Next Steve Jobs offers a wealth of knowledge and inspiration for companies looking to build their creative workforce. By focusing on an engaging and flexible work environment, practicing unconventional hiring strategies, and fostering a culture that encourages risk-taking and innovation, employers can build their powerhouse of diverse and talented individuals. Furthermore, effective management techniques that value employee contributions and promote a sense of fairness contribute to a supportive atmosphere for innovation. Embrace the lessons provided in this book and unlock the true creative potential of your business and its employees.